Leon Edwards is going to be taking on Jack Della Maddalena in the UFC London main event, March 22nd, O2 Arena. We are in for a good scrap here. One I was actually quite surprised they made, but one that I'm very glad they've made this fight. This is going to be the return fight for Leon Edwards, and this is Jack Della Maddalena's key to the title shot. 1 year after he had beaten Gilbert Burns, which is a little bit kind of suspect for me, to be honest with you. Leon, of course, we'll go back to Leon. Leon had that nightmare performance against Belal Muhammad, because that's what that performance was. It was an absolute fucking nightmare. I rewatched that fight the other day. That really wasn't as dominant as people make it out to be. Like, it fucking wasn't, okay? Like, I'm not saying this because Leon's my favourite fighter, but that fight, Belal won, okay, cool, whatever. That was nowhere near as dominant as some of these people say it is, okay? Fucking bullshit. Belal won by 2 rounds. Leon easily could have, made a few adjustments and won that fight. Leon would beat Belal in a rematch. I'm saying it right fucking now. He would. Anyway, this is going to be his kind of return to the crime, you could say. Back to England, fighting in England. This time it's in the O2. He's had a good succession in the O2. His last time was against Usman in the trilogy fight. We all know how that went. Schooled him, took the belt home again. And I don't know if that's going to be the same outcome in this fight. I do think Jack Della Maddalena has a very good chance of knocking Leon Edwards out. The way I see this kind of fight going is Leon's very good at keeping the range. But one thing I'm really worried about with Leon in this fight is him backing up against the cage. And he does this thing where he kind of curls up against the cage. And I can just see JDM absolutely starching him up against that cage. I can see him landing a vicious kind of combination to where Leon goes down. Because I feel like Jack Della Maddalena is quite like Ilia Topuria in a way where he does his best work up against the cage. And that's where he really lands his combinations. And I think that is an opportunity where JDM can capitalize on that, Leon covering against that cage. I literally seen Usman do it a few times. Okay, and if Usman does it, JDM is going to fucking put your lights out bad. And we all know he has the best boxing within that division. But Leon 100% can win this fight, okay? We saw JDM have a big fucking weakness within the grappling against Gilbert Burns. Okay, this dude went to a split decision against Kevin Holland. Okay, he still has work to do. And if he didn't finish Gilbert Burns in the end of that third, I don't know. I think Gilbert would have won that fight. And we've seen Brady go in there and fucking dismantle Gilbert. So Leon can 100% win this fight. Okay, it's not like this is washed Leon. Okay, he lost to Belal in a close fight. And before that, he was on an absolute tear. Was one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. That was literally 6 months ago. And I don't think he's going anywhere yet. As much as I think JDM probably will knock him out up against that cage, Leon can 100% win this fight. It's a 60-40 fight for JDM for me at the moment. Okay? I can't see Leon picking at range. Okay? I can see Leon being able to do well at range, use the kicks, and, shoot on JDM. Give him something to think about. Okay? Don't fucking stand there with him. That's one thing I do not want to see on Leon doing in this fight. Is fucking standing there trading in the pocket in boxing exchanges. He won't do that, okay? He won't do that. I do think Leon has like a decent fight IQ. I know he got caught by like Nate Diaz and all, but he was just fucking taking the piss out of him the whole fight. You know what I mean? He was absolutely bullying him. And he got caught. And another example of him getting caught is by Nate Diaz. And Nate probably could have finished him if he didn't stand there pointing at him. But anyway. I'm a big Leon Edwards fan. He's my favourite fighter in the UFC. Has been for years. Before he got the championship. That's going to be an extremely rare thing to find on YouTube. People saying that because he isn't exactly the most memorable champion in the world. And this is such a dangerous fight to come back to. But it is a winnable fight. I really thought they were going to do the Brady fight. I was quite surprised when I saw this fight, to be honest with you. I didn't think JDM deserved it. You know what I mean? Like, Leon is the number one contender. Like, if he beats him, he's fighting for the belt. Okay? I thought there was, other options out there, to be honest with you, for both fighters. Like, Brady versus either of these guys made sense. Ian Gary versus Leon made sense. I thought that was the fight to make. Leon versus Ian. And then you run back JDM versus Sean Brady. I thought they were the fights to make. And then the winner fight the winner. Do you know what I mean? The welterweights have no problem fighting each other. So why not do like a fucking fatal 4-way? Do you know what I mean? And then the winner can fight the winner of Shavkat Belal. So, I don't know. I didn't expect to see this fight. I'm quite happy it's here because I think it is a good stylistic fight to where Leon can win, but it is so dangerous. And JDM, you know, he's very good for the sport if he wins because he's got such a good style. The only thing is he's like really boring personality, but like it's an entertaining boring. Like he fucking, you can just tell this guy absolutely fucking hates media. Like he just hates the whole thing about media. He fucking hates the press conference. He hates the media day. He just wants to go in there and fight. Just want to fight. And it's working for him so far, bro. He's on like an 18 fight win streak or something like that. Look at the way this dude folded Randy Brown. Okay, look at the way he folded Gilbert Burns towards the end of that fight. I think the Gilbert Burns fight is the really big one for me personally, to where I'm like, you know, I want to see more of you, because you haven't convinced me yet that you're that top echelon of the division that I thought you were for a while. And he had that really close short notice fight where he went through a split decision as well. I honestly let that one slide simply because that was short notice for both of them. And JDM actually was landing insane combinations, okay, against Nara, and no one fucking gives him credit for it. Everyone just looks at the absolute fucking minus fight IQ he showed in that fight. It was ridiculously stupid. Okay, it was absolutely stupid. Like some of the guillotines, he cannot do that against Leon Edwards. He won't though. Do you know what I mean? He's not that fucking stupid. If he is that stupid to pull the guillotines like that against Leon, yeah, he deserves to get finished in this fight. Deserves it. Okay, because like the fight IQ was so off the chains, fucking stupid in that fight. It was one of the most worst like decisions on IQ I've ever seen in history. Okay, it was ridiculous, but JDM, this is the big moment, okay? And this is the moment for Leon to say, I am still that guy and I deserve to fucking be here. The winner of this fight, I think you're honestly looking towards that title shot. I think this is a number one contender fight, to be honest with you. I think if Leon can go through and put a staple performance in England, okay, he's going to be able to really get to where they were, okay? Because, you know, they're slipping now. And another thing about this UFC London card, we didn't really see Arnold Allen versus Yair Rodriguez. Like, Yair's fighting Diego Lopez. Who the fuck wants to see that shit? That's another, that could have been the co-main event. You know, Carlos Solberg, Jan Blachowicz co-main event. Who really cares about that? That's from England and is casual and wants to see their own fight. Because we got one of the best cards of all time in England during the summer. And as a European fan, I want to see the best fights that I can, because we only get like 2 or 3 fucking fight nights where we don't have to stay up all night watching them, you know. So it would have been nice to see Arnold Yair, but it is what it is. We get a banger main event, and my official prediction early on, I'm going JDM via second round TKO up against the cage. That's what I'm thinking so far. I don't like Leon up against that cage, man, but I think he can stay away from it, so we'll see what happens. But let me know what you think in the comments. It's just an early kind of preview of it. Thanks for watching.